Hi YouTube. It's been a while since I did, video. An interesting one anyway. Um, well, I've had, a lot of things happen in my life over the past 9 months. Um, Around last September, I kind of messed up pretty bad, and I relapsed. Um, I'm a recovering drug addict, and some things were going on between me and my fiance, and I was having a hard time getting visitation. I decided to go on a pity party, and I started getting high. And I hit the streets pretty hard, but the streets hit back even harder. And let's just say I'm lucky to be alive today. I'm glad to be alive today. More importantly, I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. Every day that I wake up and breathe, I know that it's a gift. Um, I'll give you a pretty good example. November 3rd, I was on an 8-day crack smoking binge, I guess you could say. And we had a couple of us that rented a hotel room, and come down from the casino with $6,000, and we just had it. And I was also methadone at the time. We left one morning after being awake for about 8 days straight, and don't ask me why I got behind the wheel, but sorry, this is a little blurry. I'm trying to straighten it up. Nobody felt up to driving, but I had missed the clinic for a few days, so I had to go. I wasn't about to get kicked off, and I was feeling pretty crappy. I had to go. So I took my boyfriend at the time, guy I was running around with, to his car, and made it about 5 miles away before I passed out behind the wheel. And when I fell asleep, I hit the gas, and I hit the telephone pole so hard I split it in half. Continued to keep and proceeded to flip over 3 times going down a hill. The entire accident was about half a mile long. And somehow got up, got out of the car, and took off on foot. Jumped in the nearest vehicle that pulled over and had them bring me back to the hotel because one, I didn't want to go to jail. I was scared. Two, I was in pain and I wanted to high again. So things kind of blew up. Everybody was freaking out. They were afraid the cops were going to come there, so I took off and went to a different hotel and called a drug dealer and just continued to get high. About 2 days later, I'm still walking around, still haven't received medical attention, still haven't slept. My face is all scraped up. I'm bruised from head to toe. Still getting high. The cop recognized me and pulled over and somehow cut a break. Gave me a summons right there on the spot. And took my report and which was just crazy. I have a record. I had no idea how I got away with that, how that happened. But I didn't hurt anybody but me in the car. And so So if you see this part, the cops said they spent about 3.5 hours looking for a dead body because they couldn't believe anybody could have survived that accident. And I don't know how I survived. As you can see, my teeth are broken. Um, Being that that's the only thing that happened, I just have to come out with only broken teeth. I didn't stop there. I continued to live a life I was living. And in the streets. Sorry about that. So I was hitting the streets pretty hard. And prostituting is for my habit. And, horrible things continue to happen. And I missed court. Before Christmas, I tried to get my act together and put myself through detox. Um, it lasted about 8 days. I left with the intention of going to a program. I didn't make it there in time. They had given my bed away, so instead of waiting, like I should have, and continuing to try and waiting for the next available bed, instead I took that as a sign to see, nothing good never happened, and this is why, and I added mine, used that as an excuse to run out and get high again. So, started getting high again. And for the next, say, month straight, I proceeded to ride around with my boyfriend at the time, his best friend, and me. The three of us in a stolen car. And, well, it wasn't really stolen. It was, we had borrowed it from this girl. We gave her drugs. She gave us the car. And we just didn't give it back for a while. But every time we went back to see her, all she wanted was more drugs. So, anyway, having that car was probably the worst thing that could happen. It put a roof over our heads for a while, but it also, in essence, gave us a loaded weapon because we were just driving around getting high and doing horrible things. And this man, I still call boyfriend. He was pretty horrible. He beat me, he sold me. He was telling then to take my money to get high. Um, if I didn't prostitute myself, I would get beat more. He would continually rape me, and with the intention of getting me pregnant, and that's what he told me consistently. And it ended up working. So during this time, I missed my court date, and eventually we got pulled over. And the part was that I was happy to give myself up to the cops. I was happy to say I have a warrant because I knew this was the only way I was going to get away from this guy. So I gave myself up, and I did about 60 days in jail, just because they weren't serious charges. It was motor vehicle, and the most serious part about it was the failure to appear in court. But it was the best thing that could have ever happened to me because during that time I found out I was pregnant, and I reconnected with my ex, who I had been with for 5 years before I went on this mission. And we're together now, and I came home to him, and we're engaged to be married now. And I'm 7 months pregnant, and even though he knows that this child is not his biologically, this child is his in his heart, because it took years to have a baby, and we couldn't. So he looks at this as the gift that came out of the nightmare. I'm grateful for that. He's an incredible man, and I've been given the second chance. And every day I wake up, it's a gift. And every time I feel this baby kick, and every